Hello friends, this is Sukhmani from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today I'll be sharing with you very important updates. But before that, a small request. If you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. And remember, this channel is dedicated to Canadian immigration. Anything happening on Canadian immigration, you'll get it here. So with that, let's move on to a very important update, and this update is about nanny caregiver cases. So nanny caregiver cases, important updates. Let me tell you, these updates, travel bloggers, food bloggers, daily bloggers, these guys will not be able to share with you because they can only talk. They cannot do the filing of their case for you, right? So your case cannot be filed. They can just talk, but the case has to be filed by an authorized immigration consultant. That's very important. So that's why we are sharing these important insights from our own practice. And these insights are about 2023 cases. 2023 year, most of the cases got medical or final approval. Many of the cases have already got the visas and final approval. And I'll try to bring some people on the channel so they can, you can get the first-hand review of those guys. But for now, yes, we can say many congratulations to all those who have got their visas or who have got their medical. One important thing which I want to tell you from our own practice is in most of the cases, IRCC is asking for updates. And what type of updates? That is the most important question, because you have to be ready with those updates. So what are the types of updates? The common trend which we see are two types of updates. Number one, the update for employer. Well, employer is a key factor in nanny. Employer can be a home support worker. Employer can be from a home child caregiver. Both categories, for child or old age, the employer can be there, but both cases are getting updates. What type of updates? I'll share with you. One, employer update. Two, applicant updates. So I'll go one by one. Let me tell you about the employer updates, the common updates. This is not the end of all. Maybe you can get different types of update, but these are the most common updates. So most common updates which we are looking right now are for employer. Latest NOA. NOA is your notice of assessment. Notice of assessment, if you file taxes here in Canada, Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, sends you the notice of assessment. So latest notice of assessment they are looking for. They are looking for latest job offer. The job offer form is 5983. This has changed. This is a new form. So they are looking that you fill up the new form, send a fresh job offer. So this is common trend which I am looking at. Latest pay stubs and latest T4s. The most important, which is the center point of this entire program. The center point of this entire program is this line. Job offer has to be genuine. So genuinity of job offer, we'll talk about it. So that is the center point, and affordability. So that is why, because employer will be paying the applicant. When employer has to pay the applicant, the government wants to see that they have that much affordability, that they can afford a caregiver, that they can pay, and that affordability they check with the help of the notice of assessment. They check with the help of the T4s. So that is why T4 and notice of assessment are important. These are the updates which are being asked from employer. Now here, one important thing I want to tell you. These updates are going directly to employer. They are not coming to consultant. So please ask your respective employers to keep a watch on their email. Check their junk email. Please ask them so that if they get any kind of email from IRCC, they are ready to provide the update. So now let us talk about the center point of this entire program, genuinity of the job offer. Now, genuinity of the job offer is very, very important. And the visa officer is asking indirectly how the genuinity is there. They are asking, how is your need? Why you need a caregiver? So you have to prove that need, that you have a need. The first thing is you have the need. The second thing is you don't have caregiver right now, so how are you meeting your need? Another thing is that how are you managing without the caregiver right now? Suppose you have an old age parent. If the employer has an old age parent, how is he managing right now? He doesn't have the caregiver, so how is he managing? Or suppose the employer has a small child, how is he managing the child right now? And how will the caregiver help? So these things help the visa officer to assess the genuinity. This is about the employer. Now, common updates which are being asked from the applicant. From the applicant, the most common update which I am looking at is called Form 5669, the background declaration form. Now, this is actually the form. Why is this filled? So, background declaration form gives you the update on your education, your job, all these things come into that. Now, it has become important because 2003 cases are mostly submitted around March, April, right? Maximum. So, between that time and now, almost 1 year has passed. So, during that 1 year, your job may have changed. Maybe your family composition may have changed. You may have a new child born, or you have some additional studies. So all these things you have to tell the visa officer in the form of this form. Form 5669 background declaration form. So another important thing which I am looking at is new passports. So sometimes between the time 2003 and now, almost 1 year passed, small kids usually have a passport which is of a lesser duration, 5 years. So they do expire. So they are asking for new passports. They are asking for marriage certificates, because when you file the case, so at that time, maybe in the rush you have not provided the marriage certificate. So birth certificate, same situation. In many cases they are also asking the travel history. So you be prepared with this information. And let me tell you, you do not get scared. I should tell you, this is your golden chance. And why this is your golden chance? Because if you answer these questions correctly, very high probability that you will get your PR, your visa. So that's very important, that this is your golden chance. If you answer the questions visa officer have asked, or whatever the things visa officer have asked, if you provide them, very high chances you will get that. So time is the most critical factor, because every time a visa officer asks, they provide you with a certain time limit. 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, depending upon what kind of updates are there. And you have to work in that time frame. I am getting so many calls, and people are coming also talking about this. Why? Because they are saying, you know what, we got refusal. So, well, after refusal, there is very, very less hope in any case. So if you really want to, work on it, work at the time when updates are asked. If you do not provide the update, or if you provide the wrong update, very high chances you will get refusal. So if proper updates are provided, you will get what you need. And if your case, here is the biggest problem. So what is happening is many people have filed on their own or through unauthorized agents. So now these unauthorized agents are like mushrooms. They grow and then suddenly vanish. So same is the situation with unauthorized agents. You call them, they will not answer now. They say, we have filed, we are done, that's it. So that is where the important situation is, that you have to answer the questions visa officer is asking you, and that too in a timely manner. So we can still help you and to correctly answer the questions in a timely manner if you have filed on your own or if you have used unauthorized agent. We can still help you and help you to answer all these questions. So each situation is different, each question put by visa officer is different. If you need to discuss your own case, more than welcome. You can book our appointment and reach out to our office. Our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number, everything is shared right here with you. Very important. If you have still not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.